Evolutionary Wrestling Podcast review of Evolution. I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, joined by my indomitable broadcast partner, the reigning, defending Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion,
Tony G. How we doing, folks?
So, we are underway with Evolution. The opener, shockingly, Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alicia Fox and
Mickie James. Instead of Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
Alicia Fox is in the match because we can't catch a break.
Yeah. So, Mickie James was on point in this match. Lita was actually pretty good in this match. Alicia might have missed a cue there just a little bit.
Yeah, two things of note. One, now we know why that was scheduled as the opener.
Ouch.
And two, now we know why that ended up being a tag match.
Yeah, I hate to say the entire match, Trish was off at least a step.
She was off probably 2 or 3 steps. I'd even say
it was
Lita
really awkward and clunky, and it didn't really seem to work.
Alicia trips over her own feet half the time. She misses a big spot.
Mickie
bottle fed the whole time.
Yeah, she had a really great come up from the middle rope into a roll-up pin cradle. Yeah. And yes, she was bottle feeding everyone. So Mickie,
there you go. My highlights of the match
to you.
would be that roll-up, Lita's moonsault, and Alexa Bliss interfering. But overall, Lita Trish won. There you go.
What do you give it?
1. It was bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Actually, as much as I hate to say it, I mean, you got to have... It was just so clunky. It just didn't work out. There was just nothing there. They lost the crowd when Alicia missed her cue.
Big.
Half star.
Yeah, that's
fair. We'll see how the rest of this event goes, folks. So, the first ever Women's Battle Royal at Evolution.
It wasn't. Oh, at Evolution. Yeah.
It was a Battle Royal, not Royal Rumble at Evolution.
We just had a Battle Royal at SummerSlam.
Details. This one's the first ever at Evolution. So that makes it special.
Okay. Had a lot of...
interesting grappling arrangements.
Pasts. Let's put it that way. We had some Alundra Blaze and Molly Holly and Ivory and
Tori,
Kelly and
Michelle McCool,
Maria. Yeah. Then everybody else they wanted to squeeze in who's actually on the roster.
Yeah. Ember Moon did a really good job. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. Ember did a great job. She even fixed. All right. I'll let you take this.
Well, tradition is tradition, and tradition states that Carmella has to suck in a battle royal. She did not disappoint tonight.
And I have been so behind you. Mella is money, but when it's a battle Royal Rumble situation, Mella is apparently very, very far from money. Mella is in the red in those instances. So,
all that being said, it was...
Nia got the W. I was rooting for Ember, obviously. You thought it was going to be Asuka. We both, towards the end, thinking, well, it's got to be Ember Moon.
It had to be,
she was the one that was the most on point in that whole match. She was jumping off the ropes, taking big boots just to try and get this match over. And
most of the eliminations felt off, period. And even the end felt off because Nia Jax won. So, there you have it.
What do you give it?
1.5.
Same here, 1.5 stars. So
wasn't great.
Hey, hopefully the rest of the card will progress like that and get better as the night goes. We'll see, certainly. And the winner of this match and new Mae Young Classic 2018 winner,
Toni Storm. Thank you very much.
In
name and for the point.
Tony, you did great in this match. Yeah. Those German suplexes were sick. All the credit in the world to Io Shirai.
Oh, wow.
We have not seen the last of her.
No, I think they're both NXT bound.
This
tomorrow.
Yeah. You could put either of them on the main roster tomorrow, and they could put compelling stories together with anybody there. Yep. So I think
I even said it in the middle of the match, though.
Don't waste their time in NXT. Just put them right on the main roster. That's my take.
I said it in the middle of the match, so I'm like, Shirai deserves this win.
Yeah.
Shirai,
hats off. That was some
that spot
amazing.
Where she did the drop kick, bounced up, did the jump off the top.
Yeah, the moonsault. I mean, just
great spots.
Yeah, I mean,
really
I don't have enough to. And that German suplex on the apron, I can't say enough about that.
We appreciate
that. That was sick.
That was
like,
good.
Yeah, I mean, Tony and I were, as that happened, I went, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah. So that was an impressive match. All that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give it 3 stars.
I'm gonna say 3 as well. I think if they had a few more minutes, that really would have kicked it up a few gears.
But you know what?
For the length it was, I feel comfortable with 3.
Let those two make sweet, beautiful music with each other for years to come in all the varying gimmick matches that you can imagine. I'd like to see any of them. Last man standing, cage, whatever. Just any of them. So, hats off to you ladies. Excellent, excellent match. And yes, it's just getting better as the night progresses. The 6-women tag team match of the Riot Squad versus Bayley, Banks, and Natalya. Actually, a pretty good match.
Yeah, I would, if I could grade it individually, I'd say Ruby and Natalya were the vets that really held the match together and put
really generaled it.
Yeah, top shelf effort by both of them. Liv played her character very, very well. Sarah Logan had a really nice spot, drop kick Bayley as she was trying to slide through. That was a really good spot. She had some decent character work as well. Bayley, I'm going to let you mention what you think about Bayley, because that's spot on.
It just occurred to me that Bayley is kind of like the Mankind Mick Foley of the women's division. She's
Socko Mankind.
Yeah, Socko Mankind. You know, that plucky underdog that you want to cheer for. The gimmick's kind of slightly off center of a normal human being. A little, maybe too positive. But that's really what I see Bayley as. And she's just that plucky underdog that you just want to cheer for. And that's what Mankind was.
Yeah, and she had a good showing.
Yeah, she did. Really did. Now, I'll let you take this.
Man, that time off did not do Sasha any favors, because she had minimum 3 botches. One pretty major there where she flipped over the ropes and about killed herself.
Yeah,
luckily the Riot Squad saved
all
the
3
spot.
of them were there to catch her, so otherwise that would have been a pretty bad injury.
But in the end, she got the 3 like we both said she would.
Yeah, and Bayley just dumping herself out of the ring with that suicide dive. I mean, that deserved a second look.
Yeah, even Mick Foley there.
Great. Actually a pretty dang good match.
Good effort on all their accounts.
What do you give it, champ?
It was a good match. Because of the botches, I'm going to give it 2.5.
That's actually what I was going to give it 2.5. It's not quite as good as the match we just saw, but it's way better than what we've been seeing lately.
Yeah.
So.
And currently 3-2, so let's see how the rest shakes out.
The night's young, KOE Nation. Shayna Baszler is your new NXT Women's Champion with a pretty good submission victory over Kairi Sane. A little bit of 4 horsewomen interference, which, the fantasy booking that we can start with that, but we won't even start here.
Plant the seeds.
Yes. Anyways, what do you give that match?
It had an interesting clash of styles, and both women really played those styles out very, very well for the crowd. I think,
Kairi was very smooth in everything she did. I liked her crowd psychology.
And Shane is just,
that cross body block
that was
off the top to the outside was insane, and it was just textbook perfect. I don't know how to put it.
Shayna's raw strength versus her smooth attack. Yeah, it was a very interesting clash of styles. I liked that. It had a couple spots that felt a little slow, but then it picked back up, and then they'd slow it down again. Had an interesting pacing, I guess would be my one critique, if you can even call it that. Overall, both women played their parts very, very well, had pretty good showing tonight. I'm going to give it a 3.
I was going to say I hate to say it, I think I was right. I think the Mae Young Classic final might end up stealing the show. But this one, I'm going to agree. 3-star match, great match. Not taking anything away from these two ladies who put together a great psychology match.
Wow, that dive to the outside was awesome.
Yeah, that was... And like I said, it's textbook. If any wrestler ever wanted to see how to perfectly execute a diving crossbody, that is your example.
That was it.
So, I mean, there you go.
We both had this one wrong, but hey, still good match. Really good match.
The winner of this match, and still SmackDown Women's Champion, and the winner of this podcast, and still the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Champion, enjoying a Foster's because another Tony helped him get here. Woo! Isn't that for the wrong wrestler?
Nope.
Yeah,
for me. That one was for me.
Actually, all that being said, I figured they were going to put it on Charlotte, but this was the right move.
Yep, absolutely was. And you only picked Charlotte because you figured they'd go the wrong move.
Yes.
Luckily, they did not. And thank you, WWE, for not doing your patented double can't make it to their feet, last person standing finish that you love to do so much.
Yes, in fact, like half the time.
More than half, I bet. It's a lot.
Let us know in the comment section if you know that statistic.
Please don't.
All that being said, what do you give this match?
Man, that was a fun match. It ended up being more of a TLC match, but both those women put a lot of effort into those spots. And I got to say, Charlotte does not like giving up on a spot if it doesn't go the right way.
No.
She's determined.
No.
Both gals didn't pull any punches. They both went for it. This was the right stage to do it. This was the right stage to have this match. I think this match alone probably really cements this show as more than it could have been if you only saw the opening.
Yeah.
Because it really started out not good. This pushed it up into another tier. I would give this match, I'm going to say 3.5.
This has been a very memorable card because of great matches like this. Now, I'm going to get some criticism for this, but because of all the stops they threw out, the big on-the-chair bumps they took, the off-the-ladder leg drop through the table, all of the big spots they did, the power bomb, the great psychology with the figure 4 through the ladder, I am going to award this match 4 stars. I'm going to give this a 4-star match. Great performance, and it's one of the performances that's going to make this pay-per-view a memorable one.
Okay, that's very fair.
Yeah, so hats off to you ladies. Excellent performance. Now on to the main event.
Ooh, who could win the main event?
The winner of this match, and still Raw Women's Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. He is in shock. This was we didn't know if this was going to be the conclusion, but it was, folks. I'm actually I was really enjoying that match. It went way longer than I thought it would. Had a lot of really good spots to it. I loved the end where it came off the top rope with a rolling armbar. I think she should have just gone right in the armbar immediately, like a flash move. But she's got to get her, show off in. Like, I'm still convinced that's in her mind what she, still thinks about. She wishes she had done to Holly Holm. But that's neither here nor there. It's like, you will talk to me. But that's another argument for another day. But I thought it was actually a very good match, way better than I thought it was going to be from anybody. I don't even care. I can already read your skepticism. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not going to be nearly as generous. I'll be frank. The chemistry was not there. Nikki and Ronda did not connect on that chemistry level like you would hope they would, especially in a main event of this importance. So a few of the spots felt forced, and like we were watching the replay after the match had concluded, and he says, "Oh, look, it was a nice Alabama slam." Like, well, that tells you right there how epic the match was. That was one of the highlights, an Alabama slam. Kudos to Renee Young for knowing that. 1 point for you. And the true hero of this match, Nikki Bella's makeup artist. That never smudges or drips or anything. It's beautiful.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, Nikki, if you ever wanted to endorse a line of makeup, I mean, you've got it. I mean, that's that's getting a little bit off into the weeds a bit, but...
And I didn't care. I know Brie was just the outside interference, but I felt like she half-assed it. I do. I think she half-assed her interference participation.
Well, she didn't take that bump she took properly, but she's also recovering from a broken neck. So come on. I mean, what do you
not in WWE these days, Phil?
Boy, in the comments section, let us know. That's got to be a pretty short list. Yeah. Nobody gets away free from wrestling, folks. But all that being said, what do you give this match?
I'm sorry, I'm going to give it a 2.
2?
Yep.
Only 2?
Yep.
I'm going to be much more generous. I'm going to give it 3.
Okay.
I think it's actually a very good match of 2 women showing main event style.
All right.
That's,
all right.
Give it what you will. So, all in all, the show as a whole, it started off pretty slow. The first few matches were not impressive, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Then it just built and built and built and built, became a better show as it went. And so the Mae Young Classic and the NXT Championship match were
great match.
Great wrestling. I enjoyed both of those matches thoroughly. The main event I really liked. Charlotte, Becky ended up being the match of the night.
And that probably should have been the main event.
But Ronda's the superstar, and this builds to Ronda's winning streak, which I don't care. I think they need to go Goldberg with it. Just let her keep going, and then it can be a running attraction unto itself. Yeah. So, all that being said, what do you give the show in total?
From the lack of production, and I'm not just talking about the build-up to the show, that was a dark crowd, maybe because it wasn't full, but the lighting was very, very poor.
The Nassau Coliseum holds 14,000 people, and I guarantee you there weren't that many in there.
The lighting was poor. I think the stage left a lot to be desired, too. It was basically a Raw setup. From a production standpoint, not great. From a build-up, selling the pay-per-view standpoint, not great. From a match card standpoint, pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty good.
The openers had some lack, but the rest of it was a great card.
I'm going to give it a 2.5 for what it was.
2.5?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. For everything for what it was, I'm giving it 3 because, again...
I can't go 3.
I'm giving it 3. Ladies, this was a great show, and I think this can make itself a mainstay in the wrestling business. I think this could be a yearly thing going forward because of the performance you all put on tonight. So, hats off to all y'all, and it was a great event. I'm sticking with it. 3 stars. Yeah. Moving forward, we will be seeing you soon, folks, for... we don't even know what. The wrestling world's getting kind of crazy as of late, but we will see you then, folks. I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, signing off and handing it over to my indomitable and still under investigation broadcast partner.
Still champion, Tony G. Thanks for watching.